Before the world knew his name, there was only the mountains, discipline, and a promise to never back down.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this amazing 3D style editing for documentaries in DaVinci Resolve. So let's go ahead and get started. Now you can go ahead and download these assets from the link in the description. And as always, if you go over to my Patreon and subscribe, you will be able to download the whole complete project file for this project and also all the other projects that I do in my tutorials. Now, once you've done that, go ahead and create a new timeline. Just go with the default settings and let's go ahead and drag in our Fusion composition. And also we need to drag in our voiceover. So let's go ahead and do that. And right here, I'm just going to remove this from the beginning so that we start right here where the first word is being said. All right, until right here, until this position, I'm going to extend this. So this is going to be somewhere around 803, as you can see. And also in the assets, you will find this image. Let's go ahead and drag this right here. So this will go underneath, and let's also extend it up till this Fusion composition. Now right click on this Fusion composition, open in Fusion page. Let's go ahead and drag in this ring. And let's connect this with the image plane 3D and then with a merge 3D, then press Ctrl space and search for render 3D and connect this with the media out. Now right here, I'm just going to increase the size for this. So let me just go ahead and do that. Now let's go ahead and drag in this image for Habib and also add this image plane 3D, connect this with the merge 3D. And then right here, select your merge 3D, press 1 on the keyboard, and now you will be able to see this much better. So select this image plane and then bring this forward to somewhere around here. Now select the image plane 3D, go over to 60, and right here in the transform, create a keyframe at this Z and also X and Y. Now let's go over to 0, and from here we're just going to bring this right here. We're going to move the X and also we're going to move the Z downwards. So we're going to move this X towards the right side and the Y towards the bottom. So right here, if you play this, this is how it's going to appear. Now go over to the spline, and from here you can select all of these. Click on this zoom to fit, select all these keyframes and hit S on the keyboard. So this is how it will look. We will have some ease in. And now let's go ahead and drag in this flag right here. Go ahead, connect this with the image plane 3D and this with the merge 3D. Now again, we're going to bring this further. We're not going to keep it ahead of this image right here. We need to still keep it at the background. So right here, what we can do is just bring this in right here until this. And by the way, if you click on Alt on your keyboard and use your mouse scroll wheel, you will be able to see where they both fit in. Now right here with the flag, make sure that this is selected, press Ctrl space and search for waviness. Now with this waviness, you will notice that this flag is moving now. So what we can do is just change this waviness from vertical to horizontal. And right here now you will get a more natural feel, but we need to decrease the scale a little bit. Something like this. A little bit more actually. Up till 10 is good. And then you can reduce the strength as well. And you can also decrease the speed. So it depends on what kind of movement you need for the flag. And one more thing I want to do for the flag is go ahead and drag in this fast noise, connect this with the flag, and this will act as a mask. So make sure that this blue line is connecting. So this will act as the mask for the flag. And also let's go ahead and drag in this texture, rough texture, connect this with the fast noise. Now right here, while you have this texture selected, go ahead and click on this transform. Make sure this is connected. Now what this will do is we will be able to move this flag. So let's go over at 50 frames, create a keyframe at center in this transform, then go over at 25 and let's go ahead and move this outside the screen. Now the reason we're using this texture is because it will give a nice texture right here. By the way, I have this timeline playback resolution set at quarter. So if I change this at full, you will be able to see this texture right here. So this will just add a nice edge for the texture, but it's not that important. And the reason I'm keeping this timeline playback resolution at quarter is so that it's easy for us to edit in the 3D. So if you also experience lag, you can go ahead and do this. So right here, as you can see, the flag comes in. Now right here, we need to move this flag outside the screen. So make sure you do that right here. Perfect. And also you can go over to the spline, and from here, just select the transform. And you can also select the keyframes, hit S. So this will ease in as well. Now right here, you will notice this black screen. So what we can do is we can just go over to the transform and just increase the size from here. So that's it. Now we can go ahead and add in our text and background. So for this one, I'm going to add in this background right here. Connect this with the render 3D. Add in this rectangle, connect this with the background. And actually, instead of the rectangle, we can go ahead and add in this polygon. Connect this with the background. Unselect this shape animation. And then right here, let's go ahead and create a keyframe at 60 frames at length and make sure this is at flat. And then right here at 40. We're going to change this to 0. And actually, we do need to draw this. So I forgot to draw this. Let me do that now. So right here, as you can see. And then we will just increase the border width. And the background color, I'm going to select this red. And now let's go ahead and drag in our text. Connect this with the merge. And I'm going to just paste in this text right here. For the text, I'm just going to go over to shading, change this to gradient. And then right here for this one, let's just keep this at white. And this one, we're just going to keep this somewhere around here. Now let's go back to the text, and the font that I'm going to use is Inter with black. And then let's reduce the size a little bit. And for the tracking, let's also reduce this. And now you can increase the size to fit this in. By the way, if you want to speed up your text animation, you can always go ahead and download templates. So for example, the templates that I'm using these days is by Neo Edit FX. So they have this template pack. So they have different styles for word, letter, and full text. You can go ahead and use any of it. So for example, let me unselect this and show you. For example, let's add in this one, connect this with the merge tool. And if you go ahead and double click on this, you will get this template right here. So if you click on it, you will be able to change the text from here as well. Right here, you will notice that we have these keyframes right here. And you can always go over to the keyframes, go ahead and select this template. This is the one right here, as you can see. And if you click on this zoom to fit, you will be able to change the position for the animation. So for example, we need to move this somewhere around here. Let's move this down as well. So this is how it will look. This is something that will save us a lot of time, but I will show you the text that I already have, and this will be a simple animation. But of course, if you want to make interesting animations, you can go ahead and download a pack to make it more interesting, or you can go ahead and do that yourself. Right now, I'm just going to keep it very simple. So right here where we have this line coming in, we can go ahead and create a keyframe at 60 for right on, and then at 50, I'm going to change this to 0. So this is how it will look. And for the polygon, I'm going to reduce the border width a little bit and move this down right here. And of course, you can go over to spline, select the polygon and the text. You can press Ctrl A, make sure you select it right here. Press Ctrl A, so all of these keyframes will be selected, and hit S on the keyboard. So this is how it will look now. So our first scene is done. Now we can go back to the timeline. Right here in the folders that we have, I have created something called comp. So right here you can see we have 2 compound clips, and this is something that I already created. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this fusion composition into a compound clip. And now this is very simple. All you need to do is just right click and click on new compound clip. And then you can go ahead and rename this, but I'm just going to keep this as it says. Now later you will understand why we're creating compound clips, but right now let's go ahead and create another fusion composition. Add in this fusion composition right here. Right click, click on open in fusion page. Let's go over to our media files, and in the assets, let's go ahead and drag in this mountain. Connect this with the image plane 3D, and let's go ahead add in this merge 3D and render 3D just like we did before. Connect this with the media out. Let's increase the scale. Add in our second image. Connect this with the image plane 3D again, and connect this with the merge 3D. And you can select 1 on the keyboard while you have this merge selected, and bring the image. Make sure you select this image plane 3D and bring this to the front. So something like this. Now over here, if you want, you can go ahead and do the animation, but we don't need it right now. We just need to create a new compound clip, just like we did before. So let's go over to the comps once again, right click on this fusion composition and click on create new compound clip. So now we have two compound clips. And now once again, we're going to drag in this fusion composition. Make sure to keep it at the same length. So you've noticed that all of these will be at the same length. But now let's go ahead and delete these two compound clips from our timeline. And then right here, we're going to right click for this fusion composition, open in Fusion page. Let's add in a background, connect this with the media out. And I'm just going to change the alpha to 0. Go over to assets, drag in the stamp frame, connect this with the background. Now let's go ahead and add in this image plane 3D, connect the merge with the image plane 3D. And while you have this selected, press Ctrl space and search for render 3D. Now connect this to the media out. And right here in the image plane 3D, you can go ahead and increase this to 1 or let's say 1.3. Now let's go over to the comps and drag in the compound clips that we just created. Connect the first one with the merge 1. And right here where you have this at 60, create a keyframe add operator, move one frame ahead and change this to in. And now go over to the merge and change the size to 1.5. Now let's go over to the image plane 3D. And then right here, we're going to increase this to 1.4 actually. And then right here add 60, let's create a keyframe, add the Z. And then let's go over add 70. And let's just move this to somewhere around 1. Let's just move this to 1. So let's keep this at 1. Now right here at 60, let's also go over to the merge 1 for the stamp, create a keyframe at size. And let's go over at 70 and create another keyframe. And then the one at 60, let's change this to 2. So now if you play this, this is how it will look. Now we can go over to the image plane 3D that we have right here. Go over to 80, create a keyframe, add Y. And then at 100, we can go ahead and rotate this to something like this. Then let's go all the way to the end. And let's keep the rotation going on like this. So if you play this now, this is how it will look. But we have this image once again, and we need to add in the other scene that we have right here in this compound clip. So let's go ahead and connect this. Then go over to the merge and then change the operator to in, just like we did before. And then right here where we have this turning in. So let me just hide this for now. So right here, as you can see, the first scene where this is turning. So we just need to go ahead and create a keyframe right here at blend for this merge 3D. Let's go one frame ahead and create another one. And then right here at 91, for example, let's just change this to 0. And let me just enable this as well. So here you can see, if you play this now, you will have the second scene coming in. So here you can see we have the animation completed, the transitions completed as well. Let's go back to the main timeline. And right here for this background, as you can see, let's go over to Resolve, FX, and from here you can just add in a Gaussian blur to this background image. And that's it. So if you play this now.
Before the world knew his name, there was only the mountains, discipline, and a promise to never back down.
So here you can see our animation is done. By the way, you might have noticed that I left this part right here, and this is for you actually, that you've already learned how to create this animation. But now I would want you to go ahead and experiment something right here on your own. So this is kind of like a challenge and a learning experience for you. Now you've already done it. You already know the technique that I showed you. You can go ahead and try some variation and go ahead and fill out this space as well. So this was it for this video. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you in the next one.